The White King stands before our fellowship as Anduin has transformed into his people's spirit animal, a bear. Arrows sail in from the trees, holding the wraiths at bay. Arwen joins the fellowship. And as dawn begins to break, familiar voice of Gandalf rings true.
You will stay your hand. You will not take one step closer. Foul creature. Step back into the shadow where you belong.
The White King turns as the dawn begins to fall. You can see the shadows that envelop the wraiths around you fluctuate and sort of fade, and you see the decaying skin and bone below.
You will not stop us. Your time is ending. Your light fades, and the shadow grows. Your kind will bow before the Dark Lord.
The White King sticks a shadowed finger out towards Anduin and Piper.
They belong to me.
Gandalf looks worriedly towards Piper and Anduin. You can see him look confused for a moment.
Their will is their own. You do not control them, creature.
The star knows not of the curse.
Curse? Curse or no? You will leave this place!
Gandalf begins to twirl his staff and smashes it down on the ground. As he does so, you can see this burst of air shoot forth, pushing back all of the grass and the leaves on the ground. Bits of rubble sort of splay outwards, and White King redoubles his stance. Strider stands with a dagger as Arwen starts to inch closer to the battle. We return to our turn order. Now, we have some problems that are still around for you to deal with. As the dawn breaks, you can all see a sort of change happen to these wraiths. The shadows have sort of fallen away from them. And while in the darkness, the White King looked somehow even larger and more imposing. It sort of shrunk a little bit in your eyes. Not quite the height of shadow. And now, it is Strider's turn. The companion that you've come to know over the last week or so stands up, dagger in hand, and only now you notice. Actually, let's have a roll for this. Everybody, I would say, not everybody, I would say Rioth, Lanton, and Anduin, you can make an awareness roll.
Awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay.
That would be a weary failure for myself.
That is success.
Lanton and Anduin. Only now you have seen a sword Strider has kept hidden. Maybe the wind catches his cloak right. The sword is sheathed. It is strapped to his back, covered by his cloak. He stands yet with a dagger, seemingly unwilling to draw this sword. And he charges the White King. Dagger in hand, he rushes forward.
Rio, he has a sword and he's using a dagger. What's he doing?
I have no idea. He must have a plan.
I hope so.
Okay. Strider rushes forward, and as the White King notices this, he swings with a sort of backhanded strike with this large, in any other person's hand, greatsword. With his left hand, you can see him preparing a strike with this flail in his other hand. Strider ducks underneath, spinning on his knees, and strikes upwards towards the White, but not towards this White King's body. He strikes towards the gauntlet, and as he does, you can see him strike the hand with the sword. The sword comes loose from the White King's hand, spins, and embeds itself in the nearby tree.
Oh,
Quickly! He is disarmed! And
it's a little literal, but
as Strider does this, more of the enemies must go. Okay. Let's see here. Who's gonna roll me a d4?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Could you just tell me in advance if
Low is good.
high... Okay. 1. We're praying for a 1. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. 2 more wolves emerge
Oh, no.
down south. Okay. And I think we're gonna have the remaining wraiths go first. Okay. The wraiths that are near you, Toddles, Piper, and this Garudine. You can see the wraiths again. A lot of the shadow has kind of fallen away from them as the dawn has broken, and they will strike at you. This will be against Piper.
Piper has her previous tactic was to add extra whatever it was. Sorry.
Yeah.
What was it?
Parry?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? It adds parry, but what's it called?
Fend off.
That's the one.
Fend off.
Thank you.
Are
I
they?
still have it.
Are they still weary? Are we still within that round where I made everything?
Oh.
Because I'd gotten enough successes that everything in the battle is supposed to be weary.
Yeah.
I thought we were in that round still, wasn't sure.
Okay. Okay, here we go. With pitted blade, it will strike towards you, Piper.
Okay.
Oh, that is a weary failure, as they are ill-favored and weary at the moment. The other wraith will aim towards you, Toddles. Weary failure.
Oh, you have saved our lives, Lawton. I was one hit away. You've saved my life for a round.
I am so on edge.
The wraiths that are near Rioth and Lawton will use some of their special bullshit, unfortunately. Ooh, the wraiths are actually... They are not affected by your bullshit. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've got some of their special bullshit cancels it out. Did not notice that last time.
What does the special bullshit smell like? Or at least what does it say?
They are heartless. They are not affected by the intimidate foe combat task.
Ooh.
Oh,
That wasn't what he was doing, though, was it?
Yeah, that's not that isn't what I did though.
You did the
defensive protect companion.
Oh, that's right. You did protect companion. Doesn't that give... Is that weariness? That's not weariness.
So it is weariness. It says so. What it says is, on a successful roll, the enemy morale has been shaken, and all opponents with might 1 are made weary on their next attack roll. If the roll produces a single success icon, then also all adversaries with might 2 suffer the same penalty. If the roll produces 2 success icons, which it did because I got the extraordinary, or more, the penalty is applied to all adversaries in the fight.
It's identical to Intimidate. It's just using a different trait.
Okay.
That sounds like almost like a misprint, like you've read the same rule under 2 different names.
No. It's literally identical. Like for what is it? Forward stance and defensive stance. You have you can basically one uses awe, the other uses battle.
Oh, I see.
But it's the exact same mechanic.
Okay. They specifically word it as intimidate foe, so that is fine. We shall leave it.
Yeah, maybe on the other side of it, you're all standing just a little bit taller, a little bit more menacing.
Okay.
A little bit more of a threat.
The wraiths, on the other hand, will start climbing the trees. It's really weird and like eerie, you know, maybe like the shadow kind of looks like it's just making its way up the tree, but like occasionally like you can see a hand like digging into the the bark of the tree to actually climb up. Let's see. They will, I think,
Would climbing be an action?
Yeah, you're gonna use that to climb the tree, and you can.
Okay.
They're getting up to the point where they have they're approaching you now. Okay, that is it for the wraiths. Next, I think we're gonna have the wolves go. Okay. Let's start with the Gordon pack leader, I think. Okay, the fell beast has sort of collided with the wall that as Anduin in his bear form has swiped at this creature and knocked it into the wall. The Gordon pack leader is sort of standing up, just avoiding the tail, like furiously whipping around as this creature tries to right itself, and we'll look around for targets. Sees Piper. We'll attack you, Piper.
Okay. Wait, before you do, do I still have my parry from that fend off? Does it last the whole turn?
It's the round. Yep.
Good. Okay, thank you.
Okay. And we'll strike with Bone Staff.
Oof.
That is a weary failure. That weary doing work. Okay. So the Gordon pack leader stands up and maybe Toddles signals you, Piper, and you see this bone staff about to come flying down with this wolf skull on top, sharp teeth and pointy bits all aimed towards you. And as you turn, you spin and you dodge the staff as it cracks into the ground nearby. Now, the wolves. There are two down south that are going to, I think, probably rush up. We're going to say towards Strider. And that's their turn. Okay. Then the wolves that are surrounding Lawton and Rioth, they will try to leap and snap at you. I'm going to allow them to try to do this because they have a great leap ability. They're going to spend some of their hate to do it.
They get a -1 because of what I did before, correct, on their attack? I'm standing, swaying pendulously with my long-hafted axe.
They are weary
They're weary from Lawton, but from what I did with my turn previously, they should also have a -1 to their attack, correct?
Okay. Sure, why not?
I mean...
I don't remember what I gave you last time. I have no idea. If you tell me, I'll believe you.
You had him make a battle roll to obtain a favorable position for a -1 on their attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah, they are spending some hate to do this. They are sort of circling around the tree, and you can see them all sort of doing almost like that cat butt wiggle where they look like they're about to jump up someplace high. You can see them, the wolves, sort of doing this. They're spring loading their legs, ready to jump up there, and they will attack. So there'll be a -1 to this roll. Do a -1 die. Okay, we've got 5 wolves that are surrounding right now. We're going to go 3 of them aiming towards Rioth and 2 of them aiming towards Lawton. First one for Rioth.
Steady yourself, Master Proudfoot!
The first wolf leaps, and I think Rioth, you're trying to like balance on top of the branches, and dodge at the same time. This time you might like lift your leg for a moment, and there's this like that weird balance beam look as you dodge out of the way. The second one will try to bite you with its fangs. That is a Gandalf rune, which is very bad for the enemy. Because Gandalf is here, and Gandalf is on your side today.
At ease.
This wolf also leaps. This time, Rioth, I think you managed to, as it jumps, you kind of manage to just shove it with your axe out of the way, and it sort of falls back down to the ground. The next wolf. Another fail. That weary condition is doing work right now and keeping everybody alive. The next wolf, this time, will be aiming towards Lawton. Another weary failure. Lawton, you are so tired and barely keeping it together. You are maybe you got one eye closed right now as you're just trying to stay conscious, and you manage to dodge out of the way of this wolf's fangs. Tries to nip at your leg, and you manage to lift up your leg before it pulls you down. The last wolf. Another failure.
Oh, you literally saved our lives.
They are no longer weary. However.
Yeah, no, that's all I got for that one.
It's over. Okay.
Okay. The wolves have gone. Now, I think we will have the fell beast. It turns as it stands up, its tail like swatting the walls near you, Toddles, Piper, and the wraiths nearby. I'm actually going to make a roll here for that, because we could have some friendly fire happen, and we could have some not so friendly fire happen, which could be very bad for you. But I think because it has been put in this position, we need to make a roll. Okay. Piper, Toddles, what's your current parry rating?
I'm no longer under. I'm still under the fend off.
Yeah.
Yep, you are.
Okay, just
Round's
double
still not
checking. 21.
19.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to roll this, and 21 or 19. If it beats 21 or 19, this will hit you. That is a failure. As this massive tail sails overhead, this time, Piper, maybe you warn Toddles as it
Look out!
Sails past. The wraiths will also manage to get out of the way, so is the Guarodane. And the tail just... Rubble begins to fall down from the ruins as this creature screeches and turns towards Berdwin.
Berdwin!
It will stand back up, and it will, with a snake-like attack, try to bite you. Okay, that is a great success. One extra success die here, as your parry rating has fallen a little bit because of...
It's still the round though, right? So it would still technically have the effects from Lawton's song?
Yes, that is correct. It actually is currently not set up correctly, so that is right. Hold on, let me check on this. Yeah, it's not checked. Sorry. So that would have been still enough.
Just
same result.
Right. I didn't want to interrupt. I was going to ask, is my defense is supposed to be lowered in this form? Because... Okay.
You're easier to hit. Your skin is thicker, which will make any protection rolls that you have to do better. Actually, I think I might have forgotten to give you that bonus, but you have a better protection. Your
understood.
Your protection was 2. What is it in Bearduin? Is that 2 as well?
It's still on a 2, but I can change it to a 3.
No, you can change it to a 4.
Oh. Okay. I will.
Your wits went down. Your strength went up. Your parry went down. Your protection went up.
Understood. I will proceed to laugh off any supposed injuries.
Not as dexterous, but beefy.
Can you give us a bear laugh? Could you give us a bear laugh, please?
Okay. Let's see. That is a miss. I'm sorry, that is still a hit then. So this is an extra success. We're gonna go ahead, and this creature has some special bullshit. Not on bite though. This is just gonna be a mighty blow. Okay, this will be for 7 damage as it sinks its teeth into your hide. Rends your flesh underneath that thick hide. Still a thick layer of fat prevents any serious injury, but it does cause some damage. Okay, that's the 2 actions for the fell beast. Now, the White King, with only the flail in hand now, will try to fight with Strider.
Still the round?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Okay.
A lot of enemies to take their turns.
Hey.
That was close. That was one away. The flail whoosh, sails over Strider's head. You could see his hair like follow with the wind that's generated from the flail attack. And then the White King, sort of as he's spinning, brings it up and then will try to strike downwards. Oh, shit. Okay. That is a piercing blow. Okay. Strider is quick enough to bring up the dagger, which is barely any sort of defense. You can see he manages to get it barely sort of like caught in the chain of the flail. The dagger is sent flying from his hand, and he sort of like looks up, and he just barely like ducks underneath one of the branches of the trees. The flail comes flying through, breaks the branch, and Strider is collapsed underneath the branch of this tree, sort of pinned below. The White King sticks an iron greaved foot on top of the branch and begins to push. New round. Who's going first?
I'd like to. I think that with all these things coming at us, I think I looked at Rioth and I said, should I? Do we? Should we hide? What do we do? And
there is no hiding. They have our scent. There are wolves down there, and those beasties are crawling up the tree.
I look around at all of them, and then I see Aragorn go down.
Strider.
Well, you're right, Strider. Excuse
me. Not
me.
Aragorn yet.
Don't know who that person is.
Listen,
I see Strider.
Some other Strider, clearly.
Master Proudfoot.
Yes, what?
I know what you're capable of. I know you could become these leaves if you wish to. And you should.
No.
I'll be okay.
No. I said, but there's too many around us. And I look towards Strider and I see the White King. And I have my bow out. And I'm going to aim one at his... I'm aiming at him. I'm going to try and see if I can get him off of Strider. I'm going to use one of my own hope points.
You can use mine, because I'm looking at what just happened to Strider. And I'm hoping that either I or somebody can help him.
All right. I will take that, thank you.
Yeah.
Give myself 2.
Yeah.
And I aim, I breathe out, and I fire.
With a 1 on your feed die. And weary. 2 extra successes. Holy shit.
Well, the one eye that was shut actually helped me aim, since I can't open it right now from all the damage my face is taking. So I release it, and I'll just do 2 heavy blows with that. Yeah, no, 2 heavy blows. I was going to try and argue for something else, but maybe the damage is just good. So I've got a strength rating of 2.
Here's the way that this is going to work. I would like to offer you... a piece of information as opposed to suggesting that you do double heavy blows. I will give you a special offer here since you've gotten 2 extra successes. Would you like to take it?
Yeah, what do my hobbit eyes see?
As you strike with your arrow, you manage to strike this creature's sort of like this rough iron sort of armor, pauldrons, and you can see that there is like a crown that is below the shadow and below the hood, and there's also something else that you notice. Please make an insight roll.
All right, let me give myself a wee bit of hope for this one.
You can have mine again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but then I'm going to be in trouble soon.
All right, I'll take it. I'm so afraid to do this. All right, insight. Oh, Sauron.
Oh.
Hi, Sauron.
Okay, then I would like you now to make me a shadow test roll. Because you see something on this creature's finger.
No!
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, Lawton.
Valor or wisdom?
This will be a wisdom.
All right. Do you give yourself hope on these or no? I can't remember. No, I didn't think so. Success.
It's wearing a ring. When you look at it, it's almost like time stops for a moment. The battle dies down just a little bit. Why would a creature like this wear a ring? What purpose could it serve? It's the most beautiful piece of jewelry you've ever seen. And the fact that this creature wears it, it strikes you as strange. Why would it need such a trinket? This is not a creature of beauty. It is a creature that seeks death and follows a horrible master.
I would like to, if I could, make a lore roll of any stories that may have passed through Hobbiton, through the Shire.
You have a -2 bonus to this roll.
The only way to get this is literally Gandalf coming in. Oh.
That is a failure.
So
However,
I don't... Yes.
You understand enough that these rolls were so conflicting, so I have to sort of work through the logic here.
Well, I do like the idea that I had such a strong emotional swing between trying to help Strider to being transfixed to pulling myself away from that. And I've seen... What have I seen? I think I've seen enough wonders to recognize that feeling. I felt the cold of the shadows as the dead closed in. These unnatural pulls at our emotions. If I saw the ring and I felt that, do I feel a heavy significance to something?
There's a moment where you think it's only a moment. And your will is strong enough to resist this feeling. But there is a moment where you think about abandoning everybody for that.
I am still bow out. And with the pull of this trinket, this ring on his finger, my eyes are looking towards it, but glance over at the bow that has an etched apple and an etched bee. Remembering that this bow, named Friendly Reminder, I have a purpose and I have people to protect. I look to Rio. There's something on it. There's something on that creature. I don't know. It's on its hand and it's... I can't explain it, Rio.
Regardless, Master Proudfoot, you have made up your mind with that shot. And so have I.
As the arrow is loosed, it connects with some something inside the White King. There is a screech of pain that sort of reverberates through the ruins. Not the first that you've all heard, but you can see the White King sort of fold in for a moment, obviously feeling that strike, Lawton. That moment where you thought about abandoning your friends was quickly snuffed out, and you heard it. You hurt this creature. All is not lost. You can hurt it.
It feels pain!
It feels pain.
I wasn't sure if it did. Look at it.
Aye. Oh, I heard a familiar voice earlier. Tharkoon is among us too. Folk of song have joined this fight. And you and I may yet make it out here alive.
Who's next?
I would like to be next. I pull out the horn that the hobbits gave me, and with one deep breath, I blow into it. And then scream, Baruch Khazad! Khazad Aimenu! And then swing my long-hafted axe down towards one of the wights coming towards me and try and cleft it in twain.
Please roll.
Okay.
Take a hope from me.
Right. Hope for the ore. A great success.
What would you like to do with your extra success?
For the ore, well, you see, this is an intimidate roll, so it is always down to Loremaster discretion what happens. By rule...
I'm going to say
yes.
you affect the immediate area around you, so the wolves and the wraiths around you are affected.
Okay, so by rule, it should make creatures of might 1 weary. However, it is also written that by Loremaster's discretion, it can make creatures flee, even. Maybe you might want to roll for that, I don't know. What else did it say?
Sure, I won't
yes.
take deep offense from you suggesting for me how to DM and
No.
you verily. I will simply nod my head and say, it's the finale. Why not? Let's go for it.
Right, it says intimidate foes to make them waver, break, or even flee. And then it goes into the mechanical might 1 thing.
I'm going to say that they have to succeed on a protection roll. And since you got a 15, they have to beat a 15 to stay.
Okay.
We'll call that the injury rating.
Come on. I mean...
Fail for the wolves. Now, the wraiths.
I hate to be that guy, but you said that wraiths have special bullshit that mean they can't be intimidated.
This is the intimidate foe action?
It is an intimidate foe action.
Yeah, so the wolves,
sorry,
however...
No, that's good.
The wolves sort of recoil in pain as this horn is blasted. You can see the wolves sort of, almost like a wave of force was blown out of your lungs through the horn. Down. You see just like Gandalf's staff brought down to the ground. The grass folds. And you can see the hackles raised on the wolves. And they start to stick their tails between their legs, and they run off.
And with this turn, as with Baruch Khazad, I can now also swing at one of the wraiths. Should you let me?
Absolutely. Go for it.
I swing down towards one of the wraiths climbing the tree with my long-hafted axe.
Another hope from me.
Another hope? Okay. That would be a great success.
Okay. How are you spending your extra success?
A heavy blow, I suppose. Wait, no, I could make it piercing, can't I? To make it a 9?
What's your strength rating?
My strength rating is a 7.
7. So that would be an 8 in addition to the 8. It's pretty strong. You can try for a mighty or you can try for a piercing. What would you like to do?
Okay. I hear the tone in your voice and I want to defer to Fairlight. Fairlight!
Do not axes only get +1 for their piercing, which would make it a 9, and your weapon is not keen.
It is. It is.
Oh, is it? It does not say keen on the sheet.
Oh, it says so in my rewards. Keen weapon 9.
Well, with your injury rating of 20, I would always go for keen. But with the tone of Wax's voice, perhaps the wraiths are somehow immune to mortal wounds. But other than that, it would be the best choice every time. Your weapon has the highest chance of making an injury of any attack in this entire campaign, so you should take it every time you can.
I'll take it.
Well, could I slightly argue one thing? Being Lawton right next to you and seeing you go for it. Do you think you can just shoo him off the tree for another round?
No.
Hear me out. If he cuts it in half in one, if he cuts it in half in one strike, it is then shoot off the tree forever.
Hey.
Yeah, but there's the other. I'm so
like
afraid.
a teach a man to fish thing, but it's with a cleaver.
Make a decision.
Pierce it dead.
Okay. This is versus a 20.
Come on.
That's such a disgusting stat for a weapon. That axe is gross.
That is a fail. As you strike towards the wraith, it will use some special bullshit. And
oh no!
And there it is.
And some hate to cancel the wound. So I think as you strike it, you can see that you lop off like a hand or something through the shadow, which would be enough to really injure somebody, potentially kill them. This creature is deathless. It has a reaction. You do damage. It's still up.
Okay.
It is not a mortal wound.
I suppose this answers our question then.
Hey.
All
That
right.
would be my turn.
Who's next?
I'm in forward still.
Okay.
I would like to attack one of these creatures to get them off toddles again.
You got two wraiths, and then you got the Guaradane behind you.
I'm going for the wraiths.
Okay.
Just the ones that are closest to her.
Top
the one
or...
that's right in front.
Okay.
Bottom. Or yeah. Okay. Going to... I don't have any bonus dice. Do I have a bonus dice for being small or something?
No, that's
not to attack.
gives you
Parry
extra
rating.
parry,
That's
yeah.
the parry
But
again.
you do have in a pinch if that applies.
Gives me advantage, right?
So if you have brave in a pinch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, miserable, weary, or wounded, inspired on your rolls. Okay, no. I don't think I'm any of those things. So. Okay, just a straight roll. Oh no.
You are none of those.
Is your sword not favored?
It is favored.
It only rolled 1d12. It didn't roll.
It
The
did.
second one.
Why is the sword favored?
Oh, sorry. I mean, it has a check to it. My sword. Is it not?
That's just if it's equipped. You don't.
Right.
Weapons
it's
aren't
equipped.
favored.
Sorry.
Oh, they're
Just
not?
equipped.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, just the hobbits with bows get favored
Yeah,
attacks
we
if they have
do,
sure
yeah.
at the mark,
Yeah,
Oh,
just us.
okay.
Okay.
which is Very strong.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, that is a miss. Piper, you strike out towards these wraiths, and I think the attack is maybe just too shallow. You don't get good leverage. The Guardane is behind you, and you just don't get a good swing. You strike the wraith, but it's not. It doesn't look like it seems to react. It's not a strong enough attack. Okay. Who is next?
I think I will step up to the plate. I have been thinking how I would act this turn, but it's kind of hard to get into the mindset of a not entirely mindless beast, but I am certainly not as strategic as normally. I am quite smart at figuring out the layout of a battlefield. But I think right now I have seen Strider get knocked down. I see the hobbits cornered, and I have the fell beast in front of me, but I must stay true to my nature, and I think right now, just animalistic fury, I'm going to attack the largest enemy, whatever looks to me to be the biggest thing here, which is the fell beast, so I will continue fighting it.
Very well.
Very quickly, before I roll, you said that my new Bearduin attacks are based on my old spear attacks.
Yep.
I had Keen on my spear. Do I also have it as a bear? Because that affects my ability to injure them.
It does not.
Okay, in that case, I'm not going to look for a mortal wound. I'm going to look for a beatdown and start hitting this thing repeatedly. I will try my bite attack this time. It just bit me. I'm going to bite it back. And I will roll. If anyone has hope, I will ask for it. If not, I will use mine.
One moment. I just need to check because I think I went down quite a bit. You can have mine.
Okay. I am already miserable, so at this point I have nothing left to lose. I will burn every hope point in this fight if I must.
Okay.
Very well, incoming bite attack. Rawr. That is a great success.
Okay. How would you like to spend your extra success? We already know the answer.
Heavy blow.
Okay.
For a grand total of 10.
I think it should be more.
It's plus 2. Yes, it's 11 plus 4. 15 damage.
So you're doing the thing where two animals are snapping at each other, and the creature bites you, and you avoid it biting your neck, and it just probably bites whatever it can on you. So it tries to bite your back, but it can't open its jaws large enough, and it sinks its teeth in. It does sort of a little bit of damage, but you quickly turn and you bite it right back, probably on the wing or something. You sink your teeth in, and there's a massive amount of blood that is that manages to pour out of this creature. It's still up, but you definitely heard it.
Were this a movie, Loremaster, you would have Piper and Toddles dueling the respective wraith and chieftain, and I am the backdrop behind them, just slamming into this fell beast.
Absolutely. You just hear this wild bear tearing into this creature, horrible shrieks and roars back and forth with each other. And who is next?
I will go. Okay. Piper, we have to get out of here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move here and fire behind me as I go. I'm gonna fire at this guy right here.
Okay. the East Fell Wraith there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm hesitating to know if I use a hope or not, but it's.
No, I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
Are you sure?
I'm already miserable.
Okay.
I'm sure.
All right.
You can't take it with you if you're dead.
What? What? What?
Those are numbers.
Oh, come on. This has got to mean something glorious.
Yeah,
Look at that.
She skewers both of them
Is that
at
possible?
once.
How many?
6,
It is if I've got max
All right,
soul.
for those listening, she rolled a 1 on the D12. A 1. She rolled 39. Only 2
How
of
can
which.
you even? How
of
can you
which.
even have 8?
It's not possible. Your total is higher than your success die. That's something's wrong. You broke
But
it.
I gave her. I
normal.
gave her 2. I
Yeah,
gave her
he gave
2
me
hope.
2 hope.
Yeah.
And I'm max bow, and my bow's keen.
Yeah, but your roll total is lower than your success die. That's not possible.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think
5.
she broke it.
I don't know. All I
Somehow
know.
broke it.
No.
Well, she's
it's
weary,
because
but she's-
it's weary, so it's not counting the 1 and the 2.
Ah, there you
yeah.
go. There you go. Okay, so
You broke it. You broke.
She
just-
rolled 6 sixes.
sixes out of 6 sixes out of 8.
Truly a murder.
This is my hero moment.
Okay.
There is no point
Wide an
in rolling.
influence. Can I
There's no
Legolas?
point
No, I'm
in
just kidding.
rolling damage. It's just dead.
So here's what I'm gonna
She
say.
just took it down
Here's
in
what I'm
Holly
gonna
font.
say, Toddles.
Yeah.
I think we do need to have a hero moment here.
Really?
We need to have a hero moment. And I want you to describe how this happens. I'm going to let you take control of the narrative here.
Oh, wait. Really? Okay.
You've gotten
but
6
okay.
extra successes.
But
What
they
do you
still
do?
have to roll for their pierce and blow, though, right? Just so I understand the gravity of this.
I want
There's
you
no way I can.
to take control
Okay.
of the narrative.
Okay. Okay.
6 extra successes? Are you fucking kidding me? In the finale? Come on.
I know. Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute. We got to do this right. The wraiths chase around Piper and Toddles. You see Anduin wrestling with this fell beast, digging teeth and claw into it. Piper is surrounded by these wraiths. Toddles, you manage to escape out of the corner. What happens?
I reach down into my quiver and I pull out 3 arrows, knock them all together at once, and I'm breathing slow. I can hear my heartbeat really fast in my ears. I'm looking at Anduin. Everything's moving in slow motion. He's roaring and fighting with this terrifying thing I could never even imagine in my worst nightmares. And Piper's surrounded but still brave. She's got tears in her eyes, and she's standing there not even for a second thinking about giving up, and neither am I. And I close one eye, and I let loose the arrows, and I hit all 3 of the ones surrounding Piper.
Rapid fire. Arrows sail past you. In slow motion, Toddles turns and quickly draws arrow after an arrow, sinking each into the heads of the creatures that surround you. Piper. There's a moment of realization of what Toddles just did. Even for you, Toddles.
Yeah, I'm 1 hit away from dying, so I think I have 4 health. I think I'm bleeding and weary and tired, but I don't want to give up. Even if this is my swan song, I want it to be loud. A ballad.
As the arrows sail past you, Piper, you see Toddles breathing for a moment heavily, blood pouring down the front of her shirt and her pants. She's breathing heavily, a bit wide-eyed as she looks at you.
No. And I run to her, and I start putting my hand where she's bleeding. Toddles.
We have to keep fighting. We can't give up.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
We're going home, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna go home.
Yeah, we're going home. Okay. I wheel around. I'm holding my sword. I turn to look at her again, and I nod, and I'm running in the direction of the fell beast in Anduin.
Yep.
You see its tail before you. Piper, why don't we have you make an attack?
Okay.
Take a hope from me. I'm still
and
bellowing.
me and my bow. Sorry. I can't.
Does that give me 2, Lawton?
Oh,
Or no? No.
You get 2 from
I don't
Toddles,
think-
right?
From me,
Yeah.
take
Okay.
mine.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was muted. I meant to say this. Take mine. I don't get to give away my hope very often, and you are my focus.
Yep.
So it is
Okay.
doubled.
Okay. I'm doing it.
That's a piercing blow!
What is this?
Piper, you begin to rush up the fell beast as Anduin has sunk his teeth into this creature's neck.
He's
May I?
exposing it.
May I, Loremaster? It's not my turn, but I still have this thing in my jaws. As I see the hobbits approaching, may I drag it down to ground level so the hobbits can reach it?
Absolutely, that's how you give Piper hope. Let's see how it does. It needs to beat a 16.
12.
wow.
The harmonization. An Eye of Sauron. So, Piper, you rush up this creature.
Ah!
You try to mortally wound it.
Yeah.
You go to strike maybe into its back. And as you do, it bats its wings. You go flying up into the air. And you still land on top of it because that is enough to kill it.
Oh wow.
You drag your sword into the fell beast. Explain what happens.
What? I get thrown into the air. I have my sword. I quickly change position, and as I come down, I dig into it and I drag down as I fall. And I'm screaming. I'm a screaming hobbit.
As Anduin and Piper tear into this creature, leaving this black ichor pouring out from it. It sort of wobbles around for a minute like it tries to find its footing, and there's this like rent in its side, and it can't keep its legs up, and it just the legs collapse inwards first. The wings sort of splay upwards like it's trying to fly for a second, and the head falls to the ground.
We did it! We're going home! We did it! We're going home! Land the Shire!
Piper stands atop the fell beast with Anduin still biting its neck, tearing it out as Arwen rushes forward to Strider. Arrows launching towards the two wolves that are next to Strider. Okay, one of the wolves goes down. And Arwen will get in position by Strider. And you can see with bow in hand, she aims the bow towards the White King. And she says, "Stand aside, creature." White King looks menacingly over towards the fell beast with its flail sort of dragging on the ground. Gandalf's
if I
turn.
may.
Yes?
I forgot Gandalf still had to go. Never mind.
Gandalf. Begins to sort of rush over, and Lantin, Riold, I think only you can see this, but you see Gandalf sort of whirling his staff up above his head like a helicopter. He's spinning his staff, and as he does so, he brings it down and points the head of the staff, and you see this light sort of erupt from the end of the staff. And as it does so, the White King holds up his arms to try and block the light, and he falls backwards.
Away, creature! You do not belong here! Go back to the shadow!
Strider pushes the branch off of himself. Arwen holds out a hand. Strider shakily takes it. The White King looks around. And you will see all of the shadows around grow from the ruins that surround this creature, almost as if this creature is sucking the shadows from the surrounding environment. And you see the White King look to each of you.
The curse will not be broken. Ishtar.
As it says this, you can see the shadows begin to enshroud the White King, hiding this creature's face like simple rags. What appears to be a sort of horse-like creature, skeletal in places, its flesh missing, raises up from the shadows as the White King takes on a different appearance. You see the shadows wrap around it like tattered clothing. And you can see the White King mount this horse, begin to ride away. Gandalf holds the light, following this creature. The wolves that were slinking around rush off, tails between their legs. As the ruins stand quiet. This combat is over.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Master Proudfoot.
Yeah. I can't believe we survived.
Folk of song.
Too right you are. Oh, we gotta... Can you help me down?
Hey. Come here. Let's go.
Thank you. Yeah. There we go.
Easy down.
Yeah.
All right. Where are they?
We're going home! We're going home! We're going home! Did you see that? Did you see that?
That's right.
That was incredible!
Follow that sound.
You're a bear!
And he's a bear!
Speaking of which, Gandalf approaches.
I see you've been busy.
I probably need a minute. Because even Beorn has warned me that our senses are dulled like this. It is not so easy to distinguish friend from foe.
Yeah, but I mean, we're family, so that's different.
Anduin. Gandalf begins to approach nearby. He says,
Bottles? Piper? Come here.
Yes, Mr. Gandalf.
Hello, Mr. Gandalf.
I climb down off of the fell beast, still holding my sword, and walk up looking a bit like a child.
Give Anduin some room.
Oh.
I
Okay.
assume that is Anduin.
Yeah.
Would be correct.
Strider, are you injured?
it is not any sort of grievous wound.
That is good, my friend.
Gandalf begins to walk over towards Anduin.
I am with my back turned to him now. As I have started walking with a purpose. But I do eventually stop, and I am simply gazing in the direction that this creature fled. And I think even not in my human body, you can feel a sense of mourning from me. The creature responsible for my curse, the one thing I have spent most of my life chasing, has rode away. And I never even got to fight it. I was busy defending the hobbits and slaying a fell beast. But now I feel I've missed my moment to break my curse. And so I just sit down with a loud thud that shakes the earth somewhat, so the whole company here can feel it. And I think even in a colossal bear form, there's a very tangible depression in the air around me as my quarry escapes.
Anduin of the river. Hear me? Some call me Gandalf. You remember me?
I think I turn to look back as Gandalf speaks to me. And I see the hobbits and Strider and Arwen. No, there is no spark of recognition just yet. Just like small forest creatures that don't matter to me right now. But as Rioth rejoins the group,
I'm hanging heavily on him, by the way. He's dragging me.
This way, Mr. Proudfoot.
Yeah.
And down!
I sniff at the air. As the one who was with me from the start of this whole adventure walks towards me.
There you are. We're alive.
He's a bear. Can he even understand you?
Barely, I'm sure.
No, don't make me laugh. Don't do that.
Anduin. Please make a wisdom roll.
I would like to approach Anduin. I see the look in his eye, the wildness, but also some sort of recollection inside. I reach into my bag and I pull out the trinket he gave me from our adventures. Remember this? Hey. Here's to many more! You furry dastard, you.
I think when I see the sigil of my house and remember the day that I named Rioth Friend of the Forest, the one and only word that I speak barely comes out as a word. Hard to understand even, but... Friend. And I begin to shrink. Slowly.
Friend.
I think because you have rolled an Eye of Sauron.
Yes, I have.
You've not done this transformation lightly. Take a scar.
I was also going to say, since I rolled a Sauron and am already miserable on my shadow test, that as I return to my human form, from the exertion and the stress, the world goes dark.
I pocket the carving Anduin gave me and I rush to his side.
I don't
Donald?
know. Okay. Where's my bag? I don't have my things. Who has my bag?
Wait. Look at yourself. Your estate.
Who has my bag?
On my knees.
The horses, they're back at camp. We chased all the way here on foot.
No,
I look towards
have
Gandalf and the others, and we obviously look estate.
Do you have it, London?
I thought all the bags went with me up the tree. Did they not?
I
Am I
believe I
misremembering?
grabbed her bow and her bag. I might have given you the bag.
Oh, that's right. You threw the bow.
I
Sure.
gave her the bow, yeah.
Yeah.
It may have been around us.
Hey.
If it was near the tree, then I would have.
Well,
grabbed it.
decide now, because I'll roll healing and I either get a +1 or none. Who had the bag?
I can't imagine we'd leave the bag to the horses. So.
Okay, all right.
Roll 1d. I mean, never mind.
All right.
Yeah, no, I've got it. I'll painfully drop it at your feet. There you go.
Okay. Okay. I'm struggling, I think, and obviously I'm still bleeding as well. And as I look him over, I realize this isn't an injury of the body, but of the mind and heart. And I look up, and there's nothing I can fix.
So
here.
he'll be okay.
I don't know.
Gandalf will walk over and puts a hand on your shoulder, Toddles.
Is he gonna be all right?
I do not know. You must tell me what happened.
We'll tell you everything. Where should we start?
Such a tale can't be told in one sitting. It is worthy of song. But we shall try.
You mentioned the curse. Start there.
There's.
Right, Anduin. Anduin said he was cursed. It was his whole line. And, I tried to release him from the curse. I didn't know it was real. I thought it was a gesture. Family, you know. And, it appears it's real, and I have it also. Now.
She took it. We don't really know how, but she took it.
It's
into
awful.
herself.
Can you help her?
Lord Elrond may be able.
Gandalf looks to Arwen. I will bring you to Rivendell. And she is looking at Strider when she says this. And then she looks up to the rest of you. She will walk over to you, Piper. She kneels down and she looks in your eyes. There's a moment where she sort of looks through you. We'll try.
Piper,
Lawton.
I have a question. I don't... Something happened when I was in the tree and I saw that monster. On his hand was a ring, I think. I don't know. And I had this overwhelming feeling of... And I look down when I say this. Abandoning everyone. I don't know how curses work. But this one was saying that the curse was theirs. Is it tied to that? Is that what I felt? Do you feel that? Have you felt that despair and that wanting to give up, but in a moment? I don't know how to say it.
I'm good at fighting it.
But that's there. I'm so sorry. I give her a hug. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
No.
I join in on the hug.
I hug them back.
If you could put your arm a little higher there, that's
sorry.
Improved. Yeah,
I
thank you.
observe the hug from a respectful distance.
Can we shuffle together while hugging? Can we shuffle towards Ryuth?
I would be dragging one of my legs.
Can I roll to shuffle a bit further away?
We must
Mr.
make
God.
to Rivendell with all haste.
Yes.
Can someone help me?
You can see Arwen is just kind of like holding, probably like, Piper's wrist, I think. And she spends a moment to glance at her hands. Piper, you can see the sort of like inky stain to your hands is sort of like almost covered your hands completely now.
Oh. How did that get there?
Then let's go. There's no time to waste.
Yeah.
Oh God. It's gonna be okay.
You must tell me the rest as we journey. This story.
It is not one for me to tell. But perhaps when Andarwin is awake, he will avail you of the details.
Piper.
Yeah.
Chin up. You get to see the elves.
Hey. There's one right there.
I suddenly remember myself. And I turn to Arwen. I'm sorry. I'm Piper Took. And I put out my hand. Wait, maybe not. What's your name? Sorry, Piper took Miss of the Shire.
I am Arwen. It is a pleasure to meet you, Piper of the Shire. I have never seen... She looks towards Gandalf and he nods his head. I have never seen a hobbit battle one of the 9. I am sure that the rest of my kin will want to hear this story as well.
I nudge Tottles as we both look on at Piper.
Well, it'll be a grand story because Tucks are actually known for being quite brave, and it runs in my family line a little bit. And could I roll a lore to see if I know who Arwen is, if I've ever heard of her?
Sure, it's gonna be a -1 bonus, I think.
Yeah.
I lean into London.
She's gonna be a story that they tell for centuries. I know. We have to listen in on how it. We gotta bring this back. We gotta bring this back. Of course. Okay.
Well, I could try.
You are unclear as to who this elf is, but she is quite beautiful, and you can see that... I will allow you to make an insight roll.
This is the best day ever. Well...
You jinxed yourself.
That was
3 times.
Incredible.
You're just so taken aback that this is an elf.
Yeah.
I think in the first place, your cheeks just kind of go bright red.
But you know, my lady, you know, hopefully the story is as grand as it could possibly be for someone who has lived for an eternity. You must hear a lot of stories, so we'll try to make it a good one.
We must hurry.
Right. Sorry.
You can tell us on the way.
Okay.
And you all continue your journey to Rivendell.
And
Over
then,
the course
Mr. Gandalf,
of the next few days, you convey this story.
oh, Weathertop was just awful.
Retrieving your horses and continuing.
Butter.
Jam.
Rusty! What?
Nothing.
Is Anduin awake yet?
No, Anduin has not stirred.
Okay.
I think we take turns giving him water.
Drawing on him. Oh, okay. Giving him water.
Wait, I have some charcoal and I give him big bushy eyebrow.
Yeah. I was going to see like...
As you...
And whiskers. Sorry. No, never.
As you come to the river Bruinen, you see the water moving slowly. And everyone is sort of licking their wounds, etc. About a week or so has passed to make it here. You've managed to get some rest along the way. And you approach the river Bruinen. There's a smell on the air. Fresh flowers. It's cold now. That scent is crisp, noticeable. The hairs on your arm maybe stand on end. Strider and Arwen have had many conversations along the way. But as you reach the river Bruinen, Arwen dismounts her horse, and you can see her heading over to the edge of the river. Strider dismounts as well. And he looks to all of you as he sees Arwen go to the river. Gandalf sighs. Strider says, "This is where we part, friends."
You're not coming with us to Rivendell, Mr. Strider.
He looks again to Arwen, and he says, "No, I was your guide, and Gandalf and Arwen will return you to Rivendell. You do not need me."
And where shall you go next, then, Mr. Strider?
I am a ranger. I am a warden of the North. Angmar moves. The Nine have returned. I cannot leave the North unguarded. And he looks towards the hobbits. I cannot leave the Shire unguarded.
Well, thank you for being our guide. But would it be all right to name you as a friend as well? Think we've been through enough together.
Aye.
Well, then I'm sure I can speak for my compatriots here, but door's always open if you're needing a meal.
That means more than you know. Puts a hand on your shoulder. I hope one day that I will see you again.
I walk over and I've tears in my eyes, and I reach into my coat pocket and I pull out something wrapped up and I just hand it to him without a word.
He looks down at it.
For the road.
For the road.
Thank you, Mr. Strider. everything.
Puts a hand on each of your shoulders, Piper. And he says, "Thank you for showing me the bravery of a hobbit.
It's not just the bravery of a hobbit. It's the bravery of all hobbits.
Aye. Master Dwarf,
Aye.
your axe is keen and sharp. And so is your wit.
Thank you for noticing.
I would fight with you any day.
Aye. And as I you.
I trust you now. All of you. You are friends. Most know me as Strider. And only some know me as Aragorn.
It's been our pleasure, sir.
I do have to be honest, I kind of like Aragorn better. It's a great name.
Way better than Edward. Terrible name.
Ah, terrible name.
Terrible name.
I ask you, please, do not speak of this name to anyone.
Oh, then that is a solemn oath.
Aye.
We shall not.
We'll keep it secret.
Keep it safe.
And safe. Yeah.
Arwen has moved over to the river. She sort of turned her back on the scene. I think maybe any of you that are watching her might catch the occasional tear. She turns. She has her eyes are just a little bit red.
Elves cry.
And she swallows hard. She moves over to Aragorn. She looks at him in the eyes. He looks for a moment. She reaches out a hand. He smiles shallowly. I hope to see you again soon, my lady. And he turns. Mounts his horse and rides away.
Now, we cross the river Bruinen. The magics that protect Rivendell lie here in the river. Arwen tells the forest in the river that we are friend. And we mean no harm. Come, friends.
Aye.
With all haste.
Come on, Brett. A little further. A little further.
Arwen looks over her shoulder. The Strider rides away from Rivendell. And the rest of you see a sight unlike any you have seen before. A home to the elves.
Oh.
Autumn has taken hold. Yellow and orange leaves fill the trees as leaves begin to fall. As you ride on horseback into this open and beautifully crafted small village, matching the colors of the trees in autumn, yellows and orange, with babbling brooks and rivers all around. You can see beautiful elven architecture with towers, sort of cylindrical buildings. Tiled roofs. You approach a bridge that crosses a river. Perhaps one of the smaller rivers that feeds the Bruinen. What's everybody feeling like as you enter Rivendell?
I say out loud, I've never seen a place so ornate and almost opulent, but so fitting in nature that it blends seamlessly into it. It's like made of nature and magic. Or maybe they're the same.
I'm just narrating everything that I see to Anduin, even though he's... Yeah. I'm like, and now we're passing this, and it looks like that, and wow, it's the most beautiful forest you've ever seen. You're gonna love it.
Arwen leads the way. You can see that there are guards in the tower at the end of the bridge. Upon Arwen's lead of the group, she says something in Elvish. There are many looks towards Rioth.
And many looks given back in turn.
What's going on, Rioth?
Well, I believe as we approach this last homely house east of the sea, there are conflicting feelings, considering the fact that our lives were saved by this Arwen. I am not here for a friendly chit-chat. We are here to make nice, to get help. But also I am here for information, am I not? The opulence around that Launton has described is interesting to me. Such is not the way of elves, you see. Dwarven hand must have been used in part, perhaps eons ago, when things were more amicable between us than isn't now. But I have promised myself to behave and to try and stay my tongue.
As Arwen says things in Elvish to the guards, Gandalf yells out,
We have injured. Please tell Lord Elrond that we require his assistance if he is able and willing.
The guards again sort of look gruffly towards Rioth, and they incline their heads. Arwen motions forward. You all make your way into Rivendell. Feels alive here. It's not quite like the Shire. It's not necessarily a bustling place. It's quite quiet and serene in comparison to the Shire. It's not loud here. If anything is loud here, it would be the river, waterfalls, and nature. Sounds of the trees blowing in the wind, leaves falling to the ground. It's different, but it is beautiful. It's peaceful. As you are brought inside, you are brought to the house of Elrond, the largest manor here. Anduin is brought to a place to rest. You're all given water and food and drink.
Oh, thank you.
As you wait and rest your feet, your aching legs. Piper, please roll me a Valor roll.
Okay. Success.
When you crossed the river, Piper, you felt strange and cold. This place is everything that you've wanted, right? When you left the Shire?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like this?
Because it doesn't feel better, it just feels different. And I look to Launton and Toddles. And I realize realize that I dragged them all the way out here for something that doesn't feel nearly as good as it is being with them.
I would say that on London's and my face is a level of awe that I don't think you've ever seen. Even with that feeling that you're feeling, you'd see me look towards you with a smile and go, "Did you see that? Look! There's an elf with a broom. It's got to clean. Look at him, he's cleaning. There's like elves clean. Oh." And then I look to something else and I go, "That cart, there's not a rotten fruit in it. Do you see that?"
Yeah.
This makes me feel small, but not in an insignificant way.
Oh, don't you worry. The elves will help you with that. No problem.
Oh, really?
Because they're so tall.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Oh.
After a short time, you can see a taller elf approach, long brown hair, a modest crown upon his head, robes the color of autumn. He approaches Gandalf, and he inclines his head. And Gandalf,
"It is good to see you again, Elrond, my friend."
"Every time I am greeted by you, Gandalf, it seems that you bring strangers to Rivendell."
They have just survived a fight with one of the Nine.
One of the Nine.
Sir, we're only strangers if we don't know each other. Hello. And I raise an arm. It's bandage. I'm like, "I'm Launton Proudfoot."
Elrond, there's like a really slow like turning of his head, like he just notices you now, like he just like starts to look down. It's like 5 seconds for him to like slowly turn his head downwards towards you. "And so you are. I am Elrond of Rivendell."
Pleasure's mine.
"Lord Elrond of Rivendell."
Is that like a gaffer? In this place? Or is this more...
Lord
is this more...
Elrond is the king here.
Oh, I go down painfully on one knee.
Yeah, also seen.
Yeah, I follow.
Sorry, sir. We didn't know.
Yeah, begging your pardon.
"Father." Arwen rushes over and gives him a bow and and quickly embraces him. He says something in Elvish to Arwen. She responds, "You think you recognize a word? Well, actually, would you?"
I have a lexicon of language.
I'm me.
Ryuth might, yeah.
Yeah.
This would be Elvin, and it would be Elisar. So.
Well, Mirggles knows what that is.
Yeah. So
I think we'd established I knew a tidbit of Elven only from books that I've read.
Make a lore roll.
So,
let's see. Maybe you heard it previously.
I don't know.
am I still weary and destroyed and all that stuff, or has it been
You are
long
no
enough
longer weary.
All right, so let me just make sure that is
Piper,
situated.
on the other hand, is.
All right. I'll keep that. All right, a lore roll.
I am? Okay.
Let's give ourselves one wee bit of hope as I dig into my mind. That is a failure.
Can I try also?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Well, worth a try.
I would have liked to roll. However, if I got the answer correct, I would have wanted it to be DM to me, because I think Ryuth is that guy in this moment.
Okay. Go for it.
Should I succeed the roll, which I have won with a great success for deeper insight?
Okay.
My face is all scrunched up as I'm like, I think they're talking about ham.
Oh,
there a dinner
I'd love some.
This might be like a big dinner, maybe. I don't know.
Like a
I think
feast.
it's cold or warm.
Yeah. Cold or warm ham? Like a roasted ham versus like a cured. I don't know.
I think
What's
I
the
want a
Elven
cold
word for
one.
salt?
What?
What's the Elven word for salt?
You're gonna ask them for salt. You're not just gonna let the cook prepare it and you eat it the way the cook has prepared it. They've been alive for how many hundreds of years? You don't think they understand what they're doing around food?
Doesn't mean they know
That would
everything.
be so rude. That would be so rude.
It's all
You
to
have
taste.
Yes, but you haven't even tasted it yet. It might be perfect.
I just want to be prepared.
My
You can't ask for
young
salt before you've
hobbits,
tasted it.
Please.
Sorry.
They were simply asking for Aragorn.
They all sort of look at each other, and Gandalf
no.
sort of leans back and closes his eyes. How do you know that name?
He's a friend. What do you mean?
You promised.
London.
Oh, wait. Whoops.
Was a promise.
I mean, we don't.
I said
Why,
they were
Jolly
simply
Fern? What are we
asking,
gonna
the
do?
hobbits were asking whether to have egg or ham on their bread.
Now listen to me,
Which
Master
we call
Dwarf.
Gorn.
Hey,
That man may have told you his name, but he has not told you why. You must not speak it easily.
It is so, Lord Elrond.
The enemy searches for him.
Why?
That is not my place to say.
Right.
If he told you his name, then he counts you amongst friends. And as friends, no, you must not speak it. Aragorn, you do not know Aragorn.
you have my sincerest apologies. I was unaware.
And today is a banner day, Lord Elrond, if an elf is apologized to by a dwarf.
I suppose you are correct, Gandalf.
I think you see Ryut's hackles rise at that. And he goes dark, and he doesn't continue what he was saying.
My daughter tells me that you suffer from a great darkness, a curse, enshrouds you in the Beorning.
Yes, Majesty.
The curse that has been passed down through the Beorning's bloodline, and now unto you. It is not something that is easily remedied.
I understand.
I can provide aid. Who would like to make a roll for me?
I'll do it.
What role is it?
Going to need
How many
you to
wolves are in
roll-
Rivendell? Sorry.
I'm going to need you to just roll a d12 for me, Lawton.
I've got it. A 9.
May I speak with you privately? Piper.
Yes, sir.
You can see Gandalf sigh and says to the rest of you,
Come. There was some bread there that looked rather delicious. Perhaps some fresh butter.
he looks over his shoulder towards Lord Elrond. Arwen joins the rest of you as well. Please speak on how this happened. This curse.
Yes, sir. We've been traveling with Anduin for quite a while. He's our friend. And, well, friends are family, so he told us one, was it day? Or was it night? I can't remember anymore. It felt dark. Regardless. Sorry. He told us about the curse. And I didn't know it was real, sir. But I just want to say that when I say that, I don't mean that I regret it. Just to be clear. Anyway, I thought I would release him from the curse. So I took my blade. I gesture to my blade. But do not touch it. I took my blade, and I asked him to kneel, and I put it on his shoulder, and I said, I, Piper Tuck of the Shire, hereby what was hereby make you uncursified. With the power in me to release you from the curse. And then, there was a green, a vile specter over his shoulder. It looked straight at me, and I found myself feeling angry. I was protecting him, you know? The curse was real, and I wanted it to go away. And it asked me under what power I had to release him from that curse. I said I was his family. And then it took me.
What you saw was the true visage of the Nine. The wraith creature that lies beyond the veil. Not in the next world, not in this one.
Yes.
You
I thought it,
bound yourself to this curse, claiming you are family to Anduin, making this oath.
Yes.
I know of no way to break this curse.
Yes.
Eventually, the shadow will claim you. Your blade, it has already begun. Through ritual and sacrifice and shadow. It becomes a Morgul blade.
What do I do? What do I do? I can't put them in danger any longer.
If you travel too far from Anduin, shadow will take hold of you faster. I believe we can rouse him. He has not fallen to shadow. But I believe he knows what happens to you now.
Mr. Lord Elrond. So I didn't free him at all. can't live a life free, I would take it. Could I take it?
You wish to take the curse upon yourself.
Otherwise, what was it for? My family? My friends?
I may be able to do this.
I will not let you. I don't know. I'm sorry, it's a lot of information, Mr. Lord Elrond. I apologize. I don't want him to wake up and hate me for making a choice he had nothing in. But I don't.
Very well. I shall do my best to rouse him. I wanted you to know this place, Rivendell. It is secret, and it is a refuge to many. For a time you may stay here, but when the shadow comes, you cannot remain.
I understand.
I will leave you now and see to Anduin.
Thank you.
He just lightly inclines his head and walks away. Do you rejoin your friends, Piper?
Where am I exactly? Like, what does this room
So
look like?
this is I imagine you are in. The rest would be in the in the Great Hall, you would probably be in I would imagine the north vestibule. So this is past the Hall of Fire, which is sort of like the western Great Hall, and then on the eastern side of the manor is the Great Hall, the sort of like feast hall. That's where your friends are, and you're kind of on the opposite side right now.
I'm assuming there's a window.
Yes. And there are large doors on either side as well.
I walk to the window and I just look out. One of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. And I just feel hollow. 'Cause I know that I'm gonna have to tell them that I'm not coming home. And I just stay here a while. 'Cause I'm not rushing to do it.
I'm sure this is enough bread for her. I'm sure this is enough bread.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go back and get her some more.
Yeah.
Piper.
Hello?
Hey. Got you a little, food here.
Be brave, Piper Took. I turn to you both. And I take your hands.
Oh.
Is there somewhere to sit?
Yeah, there'd be chairs.
I guide you over to sit down. Lawton. Toddles. I'm afraid there's not much the elves can do for me.
What?
It's beyond their skill. No, I'm gonna need you to listen to me very carefully. I need you to go home. I can't come with you. That's what happened to the whole Shire.
No. Not gonna go back and leave you behind. That's ridiculous.
You're not listening to me. There's nothing anyone can do.
I don't care. I don't care if there's nothing. I'm not gonna abandon you.
You're not abandoning me. You're not abandoning me. I'm protecting you.
No. No.
Yes.
No. No. I stand up. The chair falls back and over. No. Look, we We've been on this together. I can't go there. The Shire is home, but so are you. So's Tottles. I'm not going to let that do whatever it's going to do. It alone. One, I'm not giving up. I don't care. There's some silly elves who go, we can't help you. I don't care. Don't care. And I understand you're trying to protect us. You already did that when you felled that beast. Okay? Stop it.
London, I can't live knowing that the two of you could have had happy, beautiful lives and not seen me waste into the shadow. They will come for me forever until I'm nothing. And I can't let you see it. You need to go home and remember me as I am now. Remember Piper who fell a beast. Remember me with a sword. Happiness, joy. The meadow. I need you to remember that. Tell my mom, my pa, that I'm still there. I need you to live, 'cause I can't. It's yours now. It's your life to live. And it was a beautiful life. And I regret nothing. But you deserve to see it longer. See it end happy, surrounded by those you love, and good food and good cheese and soft bed. Not a shadow wasting away, chasing someone who doesn't exist anymore. I love you both. I won't do it to you. Do you understand?
No. No, I don't. But I'll do it 'cause I love you. If that's what you really want. But don't ask me to understand it. 'Cause I don't. And I don't think I ever will.
How about this? I will ask if Master Elrond will let you stay with me. He offered to let me stay for a bit. But then I have to go.
Alone?
Yeah.
You tell me to go and to live a happy life. Piper, that will not happen. How do you think I can go to sleep at night and wake up the next morning? Ever a smile on my face, knowing that let you suffer. I understand how you feel, and I know what you're asking. I respect that. I do. But I need you to respect what I'm saying. what I'm feeling. We made a choice to come out here. We got to see you through an adventure to the elves. Just because we could leave and go home doesn't mean we don't know what's going to happen to you. You're saying it's inevitable, right? Then we stay by your side until it does. Spend every moment as a family trying to give you a little bit more life. I can't go home. I knew that a little while back. And besides, you get to live here for a while. Maybe they'll let us. I've seen a weed or two that needs pulling. I've not seen nary a bee. I'm sure they could use us. And when that time to go comes, I'll hold your hand and walk out with you.
As will I.
Oh, you're awake. Oh.
Feel as though I've slept 1,000 years.
How do you fare, Anduin?
You mean, how do you bear? Right?
I cannot with you, Lunton.
Sorry.
That was incredible, by the way.
And scary.
Very scary.
Yeah, in a good way.
Very scary.
Oh, come on now. I wouldn't even go in there.
I can do this too, you see. Terrible jokes.
Yeah, well.
Lord Elrond has informed me of our fate.
Reaper. Home is here. And we will live our lives. And they will be beautiful.
Yeah. I now make you a promise. When your time comes, when that, whatever it is, Toddles and I will continue on. We will continue to live.
And we'll only embellish your story a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
I mean, you could do a little bit more than a little bit. I wouldn't mind.
A moderate amount.
Do we even have to? You were a troll.
I don't think we have to.
And there was this
You could say whatever you wanted.
I don't think Piper's story needs much in the way of embellishing.
I don't know.
It stands on its own 2 feet as one of the greatest stories that my people will pass down.
Oh.
And speaking of my people, I must return to the east to tell my kin what I have seen.
Did Mr. Elrond tell you everything, Anduin?
Yes and no. He has told me what will become of you, and there's nothing I can do to change it.
Aye.
But he's also told me that my fate will not be the same. Not really sure why, and didn't really want to ask him. But the curse will not take me, same way that it will take you. I think it is the veil of nature that surrounds me and my people, the enchantment upon me.
Right.
But I will still have to live with it.
Now, I'm gonna say something, and all of you are gonna disagree. But just hear me out. Anduin. I would like to take the rest of the curse from you.
What do you mean?
I believe, through talking to Mr. Elrond, that there might be the ability for me to free you and your people of this curse. Take it all.
But so I'm supposed to do that.
Oh, but you did.
You did. You did valiantly. But now I can do it. I mean, it's already in me. My fate is the same. But you and your line, you and your people, you could be free.
I would tell you I will not let you do this.
But it has sense, Anduin.
But Lord Elrond tells me you are doomed anyway.
Yes.
All this time I've fought thinking I could save all of you.
You have. Many times.
But in the end, it is you who must save me.
Well, that's what family does.
That would make you Piper Took, Cursebreaker, first of her line.
I think it has a ring to it.
Aye.
Anduin. I walk up to him and I take his giant hand in my tiny hands. And I just put my little hand on his palm. Let me do this for you. It would be my honor.
Okay.
Okay.
Do as you must.
Where's Ryuth? We should all be together.
Yeah.
I hope
He
he's
just
not
put
been
a leg
arrested
of-
by elves.
Yeah. Yeah, he's putting food away over there.
I don't know what he's doing, but he is on some mission of his own design, I think. He, in the whole time I have known him, only ever gave me direct and truthful answers, except when I asked him of his reasons to go to Rivendell. He was secretive. I suspect that rich lady back in Tharbad put him up to something. It is no matter, though. It is his business.
Tharbad.
Piper. What you have done and what you are about to do. You should know. When my people pass on from this life, we have Eriador, return to nature. Our spirits intertwine with that nature around us. We are reborn. Our spirits take up residence in the grass and the trees. When we fought the two trolls of Tharbad, we fought deep underground in a cave. And we emerged victorious. When we fought the giant sea serpent, again in Tharbad. Fought on the banks of the river inside the city. Not much nature to be found there either. We fended off the wraiths in the barn at the homestead. I was worried that a lot of these tales, if I go back to see my people, they would not believe it. They would think that I am desperate to redeem my name. So I would make up tall tales, tell them of bravery, but they would not believe me. But when we fought that Black Rider and his great beast, we fought in the middle of the forest. The trees around us bore witness to your bravery. You should know. Your bravery then and the sacrifice you make now must be held by a grand audience. And when I called out to the names of my fathers, I called out because I knew they were watching. As you have saved me, you have saved them too. And as you heard their names, now they have heard yours. And even now, the faint voice on the wind that speaks to my people will have carried your tale back to my father. Your story may be the grandest of all that my people will ever tell. I will stay with you till the time comes. Then I must return to the east.
Well, I, for one, Piper Took, am proud of you. Proud to know you. Proud to bear witness of this story.
Proud to call you friend.
Proud to call you family. It was you who killed the giant beast. The vision is somewhat faded in my mind.
As she did.
Great help.
Drak Nirbani. Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer.
This will be the name my people will take for you.
Can you imagine Mr. Bilbo hearing this?
No.
Perhaps someday he will.
I'll be jealous.
The hour draws late. We should tell Lord Elrond of the decisions we have made.
I'll go get Rioth.
Before you go, I take your hand and I squeeze it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. I squeeze it back. And I smile like I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be great. I'll be right back.
Find Rioth elsewhere in the House of Elrond. Rioth, where are you?
Not too far. Not yet, anyway. Again, I am here for a reason. And, well, I have to behave. Find the right elf. And then be on my way. Eventually.
I think, did you stay back to eat? Were you sort of taking your time and relaxing? Okay.
Quite so.
Gandalf will approach you then.
Master Dwarf.
Oh, Tarkun, care to share a seat?
Thank you. Mind if I smoke?
Of course, please help yourself.
Spend some time lighting the pipe.
Quite the journey you've been on.
Aye, quite the journey indeed. You managed to come back just at the nick of time.
Oh. It was not easy. I travelled back to Tharbad in great haste. You see, I had counsel with Saruman, head of my order, and he sought out Theoden, king of Rohan. He will advise him on on how to handle the situation with the Dune lendings. Not worry. Saruman will know best.
If you trust this Saruman, then so do I with my life.
Yes. However, I wonder... You carry something with you. Some might consider it a burden in and of itself.
You speak in riddles, Grey One?
I believe I had said previously that I would help you translate that book you carry.
Oh. Oh, yes. Aye. 'Tis the reason why I traveled with those hobbits after all, as per your order.
Is it the only reason?
One of the reasons, I say as I shuffle in my various pouches looking for this old, tattered book, bound in runes and of some leather of a creature I'm not too sure of exactly what. I find it and I present it to Gandalf the Grey.
This is ancient Dwarvish. How much were you able to understand?
A fair deal, but not enough. Over the ages, we have lost much. Much is broken. Much I fear will never reach the light of a dwarven eye. But enough. Pray tell, Tarkun, are you able to comprehend these runes?
I can. Why do you seek this?
Oh. Why do I seek this? The helm of Hador. The dragon head of the north. The helm of Húrin. Birthright.
Do you know why this helm has been lost?
Aye.
And yet you seek it out again.
Such powerful armaments should not be lost to time. Especially now. With the shadow in the north coming and who knows what else. Pray tell, Tarkun, you were there, aye, during the Battle of the Five Armies, aye? You saw the Drake, Smaug, aye?
Yes.
I too was there with my liege, Dane Ironfoot as that creature blackened the sky. The dragon helm of Dor Lomin crested atop its visage. The drake known as Blaurung. Smaug was big. But Turin, wearing this helm, and with his black blade was able to fell a drake bigger than the Shire itself. I believe its power is needed again.
I've already promised to help you translate this text. But I must warn you, Master Riod, what you seek, the power that you seek, it was not lost easily. Anything that powerful comes with a great cost. Are you prepared to pay it?
Indeed. Is the price I am more than willing to pay.
Cuddles, please come join us.
Oh, well, I just wasn't sure if I was interrupting.
No. I think Master Riod and I finished our conversation.
Aye. How can we help you, Mistress Threadgood?
Well, I wasn't listening in, because remember, that's not good to do, to listen in on other people's business. So I wasn't doing that. But Piper, it's not good.
What do you mean it's not good?
Well, they can't lift the curse from her. They can't help her.
They can't, or they won't. What bloody use are these elves anyway?
I don't know, I don't understand.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. But there is a chance that she can take the whole curse instead of just half.
I was afraid of that.
And not only does it free Anduin, but it frees his entire line as well. And it's a very brave thing to do.
Aye, but is she thinking this through? What of her own line? What of the Tooks?
I think it stays and ends with her. As long as she doesn't go back to the Shire.
Gandalf is slowly nodding.
She has like an infection. And it'll spread. Darkness infection.
So what is to become of her then?
A life of enjoying stories and good food and family and friendship. And then when it's time, she'll have to go.
Go.
I don't really understand it very much. But I know it's bad.
What is to become of you then?
Pretty much the same thing.
But you are not cursed. Are you?
No. But Lawton and I are gonna stay with her. You know, until it's time. It's like you and Rusty, you wouldn't leave Rusty, right?
No. No, I would not. I suppose this means I'm staying here in this place a bit longer than I thought I would.
I just immediately run up and grab your leg and embrace you. Oh, I'm so glad you said so. I was hoping, but I wasn't entirely sure because, you know, it's the elves and everything. Respectfully.
Respectfully. No. Of course not. No.
Are you okay? Did you do your secret business?
Not yet, but what's a few more years?
Oh, you found Ruth.
Hey. Toddles. Hey. I give her a hug. Okay.
Arios is gonna stay with us.
Oh, that sounds dreadfully painful.
Was there really any question?
No.
Of course. Well, it's the elves, you know.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
To be fair, I did not think one would be so easily persuaded to stay near the home of the elves. But I'm glad you're sticking around.
Tentatively.
That may change at any moment.
I just cross my arms and sulk.
I would like
This
to
is, after all, not the end of this story. Not even after Piper has made her sacrifice. The shadows are moving. Whatever evil lurks in the east and whatever forces were put up to motion in Angmar, our work is far from finished.
Aye.
And you and I have many more orcish heads to sever from their bodies before this is done.
Now that's more like it. I could drink to that. Where's the drink in this place anyway?
I believe I saw a barrel of wine somewhere.
Do you know what this means?
What?
I think it's time for another competition.
Do they have ale?
I go find a cask of wine and I roll it towards our table.
Respectfully.
Okay.
Master Proudfoot, if you could provide us with some song.
Well, let me think here.
Oh, the one about the honey tree.
A honey tree.
Please.
The honey tree. That's a good one. That's a good one. But, well, let's see. I start clapping my hands. Oh, when we go into it.
Some time later, we find our group making their way towards the bridge of Rivendell. Lord Elrond, Arwen, and Gandalf await. I think we might see everyone else sort of helping Piper along.
Come on now.
There you go.
As
One foot in front of the other.
as you approach the bridge, Lord Elrond inclines his head, as does Arwen and Gandalf. Gandalf speaks up and says,
Anduin, your people, they have traditions about death, do they not?
Indeed, we do. And I have already made preparations when the time comes.
Lord Elrond has accorded you an honor, if you wish it, Piper.
Lord Elrond motions to an area across the bridge overlooking Rivendell. There are many great trees in this valley. We tend to them. They grow strong, and they help nourish the forest. We offer you this place. Piper took of the Shire, if you would have it.
It would be a great honor.
I understand.
Piper, please make me a valor roll. I have a -1 for this roll. Piper's struggling very hard. You can all see it.
I'll help her.
Yeah.
We can carry her.
Yeah. Come on.
Almost. It's almost over. And then you can
So
rest.
strong.
Very strong. The strongest I've ever known.
Gandalf will bend down and puts a hand on your shoulder. And he says, "May I?" And he reaches towards your scabbard.
Yes, of course.
He takes apple from your hip. Wraps it in a cloth.
Oh, try to find a place for that no one will find it. And,
Come on now.
Yeah.
One step at a time. There you go.
oh, you promise me you'll have pie. The strawberry rhubarb.
Of course.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
is.
Have you had that one, Anduin?
As Piper turns to ask, I am standing a bit further away and not looking.
I think you'd like that one.
I'll make it for him.
Thanks, Toddles.
I don't want to watch.
Piper.
London.
I love you.
I love you too. You too, Toddles. I love you.
I love you. Spend the best years of my life.
Yeah.
Piper struggles with each step. Across the bridge, shaking, gets harder and harder.
Oh, I'll carry you. Come on.
Yeah, we'll carry her.
Oh, you don't have to fuss so much.
Oh, it's no fuss. It's no trouble.
No.
Find this spot with your eyes across the bridge. Small area that just sits by the edge of the cliff overlooking the river. It's beautiful there.
Look at that. It's just like the tree at home. Let's say we have a picnic.
Of course.
Oh, that sounds grand.
Yeah. I would just sit you up here.
Yeah. With your back up against the tree there, just like that, yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
I sit to one side of her and grab her hand.
I sit on the other.
oh. This is real nice.
Yeah, it is.
Very nice.
Look at the view.
Have you ever
just
seen
looking at
anything so
you.
beautiful?
I'm just looking at you both. I haven't.
I rest my axe on the floor and sit down too, a respectful distance apart from the three. But on the ground, nonetheless.
Surrounding Piper. Everyone enjoys a beautiful autumn day.
So let the sun ascend the sky, igniting dreams that never die. In the heart of a hopeful song, a hobbit finds strength to carry on.
As Piper passes, we find ourselves sometime later. The group reunited under the tree.
Gonna miss her.
Oh,
so much.
It's only goodbye for now.
Yeah.
She's not truly gone. So long as you have a song in your heart, Piper took. She who scared away a water worm in Tharbad. She who bore this curse. Helped slay a hellhawk. She's not gone. No. Just out of reach. Is all. Just out of reach.
Yeah.
And as you remember her in song, she will still be with you. But for me, I kneel down and put my hand up against the tree as I finish what I'm saying. I'll see you when this is all done. Come join you in the sunlight. When my time too is past. Bye, little one.
Toddles.
Yeah.
Let's head home.
Are you sure?
Yeah. For Piper.
Yeah. Gotta tell everyone how amazing she was.
Travel safely.
Aye.
And thank you for everything. I wish I could go with you.
Yeah.
But my path lies back to the east. There's a time for tears and a time for goodbyes, but also there's work to be done.
There is much work to be done. I
Well,
will take the hobbits back
thank
to
you.
the Shire.
And I will take word to Beorn and to Radagast. They appointed me Warden of the West nearly 7 years ago. It's time I make good on that title. I'll carry word back to my clan. If the time comes, my people will be ready.
With all of that, if any of you find your way to the Shire, please. Door's always open. Food will be ready.
Our home is your home. Always.
Likewise. Should your road ever take you east to the vales of the Anduin River, come and look for the small hut surrounded by the giant bees. I'm sure you'll feel at home there, Toddles. So I guess this is goodbye. For now.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Wish you well, my friends. And Rioth,
Aye.
take great care in what you do.
I take one long, slow, but deliberate bow and turn around back to my horse.
Rioth.
Aye.
I must travel east to carry word to my people. But my younger half-brother, he will be the next chief of our people, I'm sure. I have been gone too long. And I fear after all that I've seen, I would not feel content to sit in the vales of Anduin.
Are you fishing for invitation?
I am simply saying if this secret business of yours is so important, perhaps my spear will help you see it through to the end.
And you might need pocket cheese for the road.
Okay.
Could never have too much cheese.
No, not too secret for family. Now, I suppose we all best be off then.
Farewell.
Take care, friends.
Goodbye. For now.